I've automated my entire short-form content pipeline while I sleep using a one-click Shorts factory. What I'm sharing today will take one long video and spin it into dozens, even hundreds, of ready-to-post clips. I'm going to show you the exact workflow to clip long-form episodes, auto-generate captions, score virality, and cue them for socials. It's the same pattern I used to turn a few long live streams into a steady drip of short content that actually grows an audience. This means you can stop touching an editor to produce mountains of content every single week. The entire process starts with just one full-length video file or URL provided as the source. Vizard then intelligently finds all the attention-grabbing moments from that source material automatically. Next, it exports those snippets as ready-to-use clips, adding platform-specific captions and fitting music. Finally, all the metadata gets pushed into a simple Google Sheet, so you can instantly review or auto-schedule everything. Imagine dropping a standard YouTube Watch URL directly into the system to kick off the whole process. Vizard immediately returns a batch of potential clips, complete with timestamps, transcripts, and a crucial virality score. One clip might hold the perfect punchline, while another contains that essential storytelling hook you need for engagement. The tool actively marks which specific snippets have the highest documented chance to trend across all your chosen feeds. It then creates optimized captions tailored precisely for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, even suggesting smart hashtags. I run this entire automation sequence on a simple recurring schedule trigger, typically once per day. The trigger scans my master spreadsheet to find any long-form videos, specifically marked as needs shorts. That spreadsheet acts as my central content queue, tracking the original URL and the current publishing status for every piece of content. If a row already indicates shorts created, the automation intelligently skips it to prevent accidental regeneration. Now you need to provide the canonical watch URL so the tool can reliably pull the correct video resource. That URL is then passed directly to the Vizard API endpoint as the primary input for the next step. Inside the HTTP request, you must include an authorization header containing your unique secret API key. In the request body, you specify parameters like exactly how many clips you want and the target duration for each segment. You can ask for 5 clips or 50, though I always suggest starting smaller until you get a feel for the quality versus quantity trade-off. This is where the intelligence truly shines, as the system analyzes the audio track and the full transcript data. The tool uses various engagement cues to intelligently pick out snippets with the highest inherent attention potential. After analysis, each potential clip is assigned a specific virality score, along with a short justification, like emotional reveal. This performance score acts as an instant triage helper, allowing you to quickly assess which clips are worth pursuing. You have the power to set the workflow to only keep clips that exceed a certain performance threshold automatically. Some tools will only hand you a low-resolution preview and call it a day, which isn't good enough for final uploads. For professional results, you must instruct the system to render a high-quality, finalized export for every selected segment. You maintain full control over the output quality by defining custom presets for resolution and bitrate specifications. Because high-quality exports take a minute or two to process, I strategically add a short wait step in the automation sequence. The final action here is calling the export endpoint to retrieve the definitive, ready-to-post file URL for that finished clip. Vizard automatically generates full, ready-to-use captions specifically tuned for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Beyond just the subtitles, it also produces suggested titles, compelling first-line hooks, and platform-specific hashtag sets. I map all these generated text assets directly into dedicated columns within the shared Google Sheet for easy review. From this point, you can either manually review every piece of generated text or allow the entire publishing process to roll out fully automated. The automation writes back to the initial row in the content queue, updating the status to shorts created to close the loop. Maintaining this status field is crucial because it establishes a single, reliable source of truth for every processed asset. This simple status update ensures that you never accidentally repost the exact same clip across your channels later on. If you ever need to re-examine a video, simply flip that status column back to Needs Shorts to instantly restart the process. Once your sheet has the final links and captions, you have the option to feed that CSV into a dedicated auto-posting tool. I've successfully chained this entire workflow into schedulers like Buffer for seamless cross-platform delivery. If you desire a truly hands-off approach, you can chain the scheduler directly into the pipeline for a zero-touch deployment system. Other tools are often great at brute force clipping but frequently deliver low-res previews or charge a premium per clip generated. Vizard's strength is the combination of smart clip selection, platform-native captioning, and integrated calendar management. To be perfectly clear, this output is not as polished as a dedicated human editor who understands creative nuance. But for creators prioritizing massive scale and consistent output over handcrafted perfection, this automation is undeniably powerful. You can pump out hundreds of clips that are good enough to test the market, learn what works, and then manually polish only the clear winners. A practical tip is to pin test responses within your automation, so subsequent modules always use predictable field names for easier debugging. When you first implement this, start by generating only 5 to 10 clips per video until you fully trust the virality scoring mechanism. I highly recommend using the virality score to auto-delete anything below your established performance threshold instantly. If you don't want to build this logic yourself, you can find a ready-made importable JSON template in the Vizard hub. These templates allow for a true one-click deployment of the entire pipeline, from URL fetching to Google Sheets writing. Running this inside a shared community also allows you to swap presets and get real-time guidance from other power users. For professionals whose time is valued highly, automating even a fraction of this weekly workload provides an undeniable return on investment. That's the full loop, from one long video to a self-updating multi-platform feed of shorts, all handled while you focus on creating more long-form content.